Good musical morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bench here at Heid Music. Good morning. Good morning on this Thursday. Kind of rainy, potentially stormy, potentially scary stormy morning here in Green Bay. But I like storms. I like to go stand on the patio and put the arms on my hips and go, lawn needed this rain. Molly's shaking her head. Anyways, good morning. Anil, good morning. Don, Dave, good morning, bud. What's up? It's been a while. Tom, hello. Sonny Frankenmuth, thanks for rubbing it in. That's okay. Oh, yeah. But no, it's gonna be a good day. I think we're going shoe shopping tonight. I got sandals for the kids, so that's my exciting Thursday night after work. How are you all doing? First of all, what are you drinking? I've got a big cup of regular coffee. Again, gotta just have that. Get your black iced tea, Molly? Black unsweetened iced tea. Matt, what do you got? You coffee? No? Tea? Water? Old water from yesterday. Nice. Solid. Ah, that's good. Well, today we're going to be working on Diet Dew. Oh, yeah, Dave, I remember that. Dave is a wonderful repair tech in Omaha, Nebraska, right? Is that where you're at? Went to school with Dave. Coolest guy ever. We were roommates and we'd make dinner together. I remember. Dave, I thought of this the other day. Dave, do you remember the barbecue, bean, sweet potato, tofu, cabbage wrap? I think it was. Do you remember that? It was like we took like these leaves of cabbage that were the size of your head, blanch them, and barbecue beans with some tofu and sweet potatoes, wrap it up. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it's delicious. No, nothing, Molly? Not interested? If it's not a plain cheeseburger or cheese pizza, she's not interested. Yeah, I know. Dave, you know, I should remember, I won't share that one, but collard greens. Yeah, that's what it was, not cabbage, right? Collard green wrap. Those were the days. Anyways. Today, we're gonna do a couple things. So I've got that overhaul on my bench right now. But we're only going to do a little bit of it. I just wanted to show some key fit techniques, some key swedging and things like that. So we'll do one of those, and then we're going to move on to another saxophone. Good morning, Seth. We're going to do, I have another full disassemble and clean with the playing condition on it. So we'll do that. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe today's the day that we do another time test. It's a Yamaha, so it'll be more of a true test to how fast I can take it apart. Because was it a Bundy that we had what was it, 8 minutes? 8 minutes and 2 seconds. We'll see if I can beat that. I can't on a Yamaha, but we'll see. I think my other time was 10 something, right? 10 something. If I can beat the old time with the Yamaha, I think I'll feel good about that. Anyways. All right. But yeah. So shall we just hop in? Shall we get started? We'll just do it. We just go for it. All right. Let's take a look here. So here again, we got that True Tone overhaul. So I started doing some of the key work, making sure everything's all aligned. But I just want to focus in here on one of the side keys. We're gonna get it to fit better, all right? So here I'll zoom in, a little off center. There we go. So we're at this key here, and by key fit, what I mean is when you put the key on with the hinge rod, does it wobble back and forth? Does it move side to side? All that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and put the hinge tube, the rod in and see where we're at. Is this the right one? No, I didn't grab the right one. Come on, Adam. Already embarrassing yourself. Ugh. Where is the right one? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Go ahead and screw that in. All right, so this doesn't have a pad and it doesn't have, I just want key fit on the horn. We got a little bit of wobble left and right, but back and forth it's pretty good. So I'm gonna see if we can get rid of that wobble. Clinky, clinky, but that's okay, we don't want that. We're not dealing with that right now. So what I would do to work on this, let's pop it back up top, is we're going to swedge the key a little bit. And how I do that is pretty neat. Wobble, wobble, go away. Come again another day, but don't ever. Thanks a lot. My name is Adam and I gotta go. There's another great song. Write that one down. I don't even know what I said. Oh man, good morning, Chris. That was like a cheerleading chant maybe. Instant classic. Good morning, Aaron. So what we're gonna do is do some key swedging, it's called. And I've got this awesome tool from one of our suppliers, Music Medic. They're swedging pliers, larger size. It's got 3, so it's kind of like our Nipix pliers that we get, right? But they've gone and drilled out the insides to create these 3 different holes, okay? And what that does is, and I've got a second set here for smaller instruments, flutes, clarinets, etc. And you size that to whichever one fits best, the diameter on the key. You see how it's got right on there? And what's cool is you can adjust the size and everything. But anyways, so what we're going to do is with the rod inside, you've got the key rod inside. We're going to go right on the end. And there's a couple different ways you can do it. I like to just like squeeze. What I'm trying to do is actually stretch out the metal a little bit, but we're not making the circumference, the diameter of the inside of it's with the rod in there, it'll still stay nice and mostly straight in there. If we were to do it without the rod, you would just crush that tube, and then it's bad news bears. We don't like that. So there's a couple different ways. I know some people will put pressure on it and then twist the key. I like to put pressure and then turn, put pressure, turn it a little bit, put pressure, turn it a little bit. And what's really nice about these pliers is they're smooth on the inside. There's no like gouges or anything that happen onto the tube. Some of the older models of swedging pliers, you had to be really careful. You could mar up the outside of the tube, but it's probably hard to see, but we don't really have any marring happening. It's all nice and smooth yet. And that's nice. This is like a sponsor for Music Medic, but hashtag not sponsored. Yet? Question mark? As I have one of their screwdrivers sitting right here. Jeez Louise. So on camera, Adam, come on. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze that out a little bit. Squeeze that out a little bit, come on, man. Put pressure on it as I go around in a circle and you're starting to stretch out. And the rod seems to work really well yet. So we're gonna put it on the instrument. And now it's a little tight fitting in between the 2 posts, which means we went just a little bit too far, which is okay. That's fine. So now we're gonna get a different tool. This is hinge tube shortener. Pretty neat about this is you have these handles, and then we have different cutter heads on the side, and on these, okay? And I've got a more fine one here for the last little bit I like to use. And then we have these pilot that are of varying sizes that should fit right inside. It goes up here. The tube, you want it to fit as tight as possible, but still move, because that's going to keep it nice and straight for when what we're going to do next is cut away at the face. Oh, 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 oh. face of the tube because it got a little too long, which is okay. We're just gonna take a little off the top, like a haircut. Like a haircut? Wow. I am on it today. Definitely don't have a headache and definitely haven't had some medication to try to get rid of it. Definitely not making me loopy. I apologize to my bosses ahead of time. So with that pilot, just screws right into the edge there, right? We can then push against here, and as we turn it, put a little bit of pressure, and as we turn it, it's gonna cut away at the face of that. Just a little bit. I don't wanna go too much. Okay? I can tell, maybe. Let's see if we can tell. No, you can't really tell. But I promise you, we cut away at the face of it. And we're gonna check on the horn to see. Morning, Leah. That fits much better, but it just needs just a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna switch to the smaller cutter. I feel like it gives it a little bit more of a finer edge. Faceplate. Faceplate? Wow, Adam. Face of the tube hinge. The thing, it does a better good job of doing things good with the stuff. I'm having a day. So I've switched to a cutter that's basically got more teeth to it. I think it a little bit smoother of a face. And I just want to take just a little off the top. Yeah, that's good. Oh, crumps, that's good right there. Ah, geez. Okay, and we'll try that fit. Now that is a little snug, but feels good. Let's see what happens when we put the rod back in and see if we got rid of that wiggle. Oh, crumps, eh? That's good. There's like nothing. That's key fit. We want, this is a mechanical overhaul that we're doing very, very specific work to every key on this instrument. So, you know, this is a big, huge job that we're really, really focusing on that. So every key is getting that much attention. Every aspect of every mechanism on this horn is getting that attention. So it's super nice and tight, but still works. So that's a big thing that we do with mechanical overhauls here. All that time and attention and swedging the keys and doing the post work, and the rods are nice and straight and clean, all that stuff. And I'm doing, you'll notice like I started on the lower stack here. There's no pads in it or anything. I'm just doing the key work first before I even get to pad work. So yeah, that's key swedging. Any questions?
It's like you're talking to me.
Yeah, it's like I'm telling Molly. Yeah, so this hinge rod facing thing is nice. Speaking of Music Medic, they have a really nice set that I really wish I could get, but it's out of stock and it's not cheap, so maybe one day. What's nice about theirs is you know how I pushed to cut those edges? Sometimes there's keys where you can't get that handle in, and they have a little knob in this set, but even that's a little big. So like the other set from Music Medic, it's nice because you can pull. You can put the pulling rod, like the pilot through, screw the cutter head on the edge, and then pull and twist. So those hard to reach places are much easier to get to. That's on my wish list someday. Maybe when we get sponsored by them, Leah, can we look into that? Thanks. JK, hashtag not sponsored. All right. So that's key swedging. I just really wanted to show you that. Frankly, it's not that exciting, and there's a ton of back and forth, taking a key on, taking it off. So as far as streaming that, I'm not going to anymore because it's really boring. So we're gonna move on to the next horn. But I just wanted to show you how intense and how in-depth we go with these big overhaul projects. So, and Leah said no. I got told no, I'm gonna be grumpy on stream. not really. So we're gonna do a swap over here to the next horn. Again, we're gonna do this this Yamaha here. I'm gonna freeze my camera, otherwise it's gonna freak out and follow me everywhere. So, oh, while I'm doing this, oh, it's still following me. Cool, thank you. I guess that's fine. Yeah, hey, come along with me. Come along as I talk. And I wanted to tell you, speaking of repairs, we have a promo going on, repair promo. I don't know if you know this. 2 different deals kind of going on. So if you bring in a repair and if you spend over $100, you can get either 10% off your repair, total repair, up to $100, or a $15 coupon for accessories. And that's on any band instrument repair. So if you need your trumpet flush, now's the time. If you need a PC on your instrument, now's the time to bring it in. If your flute needs a repad, 10% off, that's pretty nice. So, or if you have a basic setup that you need done and you know you need reeds, you know you need a swab, you know you need all this stuff, $15 in accessories, pretty decent, pretty nice. Oh, look at that link in the chat, thank you. Awesome repair thing going on. The percentage off is through May. The coupon for $15 accessories is through July. So that's valid. So valid. Oh! Do you see this? Do you see this pile of stuff right here? Not only is it repair promo going on, we'll talk about that. You know, it's customer appreciation time. And let me tell you, we appreciate you. There's some really cool stuff in here. Okay, so if you come in and spend like $10 or more, you get free stuff from us. First up, koozies. I love koozies. These are the coolest thing ever. Playing music makes you cooler. Makes life cooler. I messed it up. Either way, makes life cooler because it's a koozie and it keeps it cool. Do you get it? Do you get it? Also, I never realized this. Molly, did you see this, that there's 2 different sizes? This is for your soda pops, and this is for your energy drinks, the taller, skinny cans. Soda pops and energy drinks. You can get that. Or you can get, there's this cool tote bag. I have one and I use it all the time. Great for groceries. If you like shop at Aldi's, you bring this. Heid Music, it's a huge tote bag. Look at that. I can fit my whole face in there. And then there's this, a straight up cooler bag you can get. That's awesome. Look at that. I use this all the time when we like head out, go camping or go to the cabin or do something like that. Throw all your cold stuff in there, keeps it cool. I just was reminded that I saw that and I'm like, oh, we got to show that off. This tall koozie might not make it back to the reward bin. That might stick with me. Anyways, just kidding. It's for you, not me. But yeah, ton of really cool prizes. It's going through May 24th. So come in. Now's the time anyways to get your repairs in because school's ending, summer's coming up. Now's just the time to get that horn flush, get it some maintenance on it. And you're already coming in. You're already probably going to need some reeds or oil or something like that. You get a cool prize. Now's the time to do it because we have all this really cool stuff going on. So anyways, on to the next repair. I'm going to go grab that. So we have a saxophone that we're going to take down, completely disassemble, okay? And there's a link for the customer appreciation. Check it out, pretty cool. We're gonna take the saxophone apart. We're gonna time it. I feel like today's good. My headache medicine's kicking in and I have a lot of coffee in me already. So let's go. Matt's over there doing let's go, brother. All right, I feel like this stream's gonna be unhinged. My friend Dave is in chat, so that's huge. All right, should we open this case together? See what's inside? Should we do that? Chat, you're kind of quiet today. Yeah, Aaron, that moldy saxophone that I said I'm not going to fix, if it wasn't as moldy, you could bring it in and get that 10% off. Pretty nice. All right, let's take a look. Let's open this case together. Got a Yamaha here. And we'll see why it needs to be taken apart and cleaned. So boom, wow, look at that. They're missing a couple accessories in here. Boy, if they use that repair coupon. Is it coupon or coupon? Coupon or coupon? That we had a little bit of a debate about that.
I imagine it's not coupon.
Coupon? I've always said coupon. Is it a regional thing? Yeah. Chat, what do you think? Coupon? Coop? But like a coop for chicken coop is C-O-U, right?
Yeah, there's discussion about many different ones.
Yeah.
English language is crazy.
It's both depending on how fast you're talking. That's good. Yeah, I want to know if it's coupon or coupon. Okay, so already nice, nasty. So we're gonna clean that for sure. Here's the neck. So definitely gotta get that neck cork on. If you're in Wisconsin or Nebraska, well, which one's which, Dave? Groupon, coupon. Groupon, it's not coupon. That's true, Chris. I remember Groupon, is that still a thing? You get coupons for cheaper? Anyways. Wow, I am off the rails today. I think my notes for this stream, Leah's gonna come in and be like, hey, great stream, could you try to focus more? All right, so here's the saxophone. We can see it's really grimy on the outside. We got some keys with some growth on it. Inside, kind of nasty. Let's move the case out of the way and we're gonna put a light down it, see what the inside looks like. Just for fun. Just for fun. Ew. See, can you see down that? Look, you can see the green at the top. Yeah, it goes all the way down, folks. And that's why we're gonna clean it. We're gonna take it all apart. Oh, there's a little bit of fuzz on the inside. Cool. That's neat. So we're gonna take it apart and we're gonna flush it. Morning, Martha. Thanks for coming by. We're just discussing if it's coupon or coupon. Great debate. All right, so I gotta get my phone out and I gotta get a timer on it. So, but first I'm gonna get my sax stand out. Then I gotta move my camera a little bit. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Should add that set. I apologize. All right. Here's my coupon. Coupon? Get out of here. That's just chaotic. You're just trying to start a fight. Coupon. Got myself a coupon. It's funner to say, though. I also said funner. Wow, Adam, you're just so embarrassed. Stop embarrassing yourself. People watch this. Gosh. Okay. All right. I gotta move my camera a little bit more. I'm sorry, everyone. I should have had this set. It's all right if you stop watching because of me not having my camera set. There we go. Got my wonderful sax stand that, frankly, I don't know how to work without it. Probably not a good thing. But here I am. Get my tools out. So, chat, I think we can do it. I think we're gonna try to go for a new record. I'm afraid I'm not gonna beat it. So those of you in the chat, maybe you're new. First of all, welcome. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. This is Heid Music here in Northeast Wisconsin. We're awesome. What more do I need to say? Any musical needs you have in Northeast Wisconsin, you come to us. We'll get you settled. Full service, because we got instrument repair. Look at this. We're showing it here, right? We've got orchestra repair. Best team in the world. We got guitar repair. Matt over there, Matthew Douglas. That's not his middle name, but I keep calling him that. Doing guitar repair. One of these days, we keep saying it, but we're gonna have a Molly Minute featuring Matt. One of these days. It's fun watching him do that stuff, but why was I talking about that? Oh, if you're new. So I oftentimes like to time myself to see how quickly I can disassemble an instrument. And we're on the saxophone today. And my record, I have 2 records. Can I see the record sheet? Molly over here. Here, you want to say hi, Molly? Everyone say hi to Molly. That's Molly, my apprentice. She's also the official lore keeper of the stream. I've got 2 records. My fastest is 8 minutes and 4 seconds, but it's a Bundy. So those of you who are repair techs know that there's like basically 3 big rods that keep everything in. Everyone's saying hi, Molly. But 10:06 is my record for other ones. So we're gonna try to beat 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Think we can do it? You know what we should do? Is have some sort of like chat interactive thing where like you can like, oh, Adam, you have to put down your screwdriver for 5 seconds, or you have to go left-handed instead of right-handed, or something like that. I wonder if there's some cool interactive thing we can do. Donate $10. No, I don't think we do that, but that'd be pretty neat though. All right, all that being said, I should probably have like a timer out. All right, I'm getting my phone out, excuse me, but this is to get the timer out. Let's see here. All right, we ready? Where should I set it? Can you see it right there? Is there too much glare? Okay. Okay, so we got bets going. Wow. Maybe we get like Heid bucks going out. I'll do 1 can koozie to the winner closest time without going over. Okay. I'm ready if you are ready, chat. Molly, are you ready? Okay. Gotta stretch it out. Stretch it out. Here we go. Time to beat, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. And here we go. Boom. The cool thing about this is I'm still gonna try to interact with you, chat. So not only am I really hope there's no stuck rods. That's the other thing too. That's all part of it. There's a stuck rod. Hey, deal with it, bro. Did I just say bro on stream? Wow. Today really is gonna be one of those days. Let's go. I'm already nervous. I'm already shaking in my boots. I'm not wearing boots. I'm wearing A6 slip-ons because I'm an old man. Beans. Oh, come on. Well, while we're doing this, chat, what do we got going on for the weekend? Any big plans? It's Thursday. Tomorrow is TGIF, which stands for Thank Goodness It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday. Friday, Friday, gotta get done. You remember that song? Sorry. I'm sorry if you do. Ooh, come on. This weekend, I think, as you recall, my wife's family has a beautiful little cottage up near to Crandon, and we're gonna go up there. Even though it's gonna be kind of rainy, we gotta do some work, get it set up for the summer. Wash the sheets, scrub the floor, pick up the sticks. You know. Oh no. No, don't do that to me. I can't handle it. Try to stay on. Dave, you got a pickleball class, huh? Pickleball. That's pretty popular, huh? People are really getting into that. just here in Green Bay, in fact, right behind, I guess you can say, the Green Bay store of Heid Music, they have a pickleball course now. I think it's called the Pickler. Seems fun. Never tried pickleball. What is pickleball? Is that just like tennis but different? Is that an accurate description? It's like tennis but different. Boy, Chris, you're really trying to sabotage me with that one, huh? Every time I break into song, I get switch hands. No, thank you. Did you see that skill though? Unscrewing one screw, took the hinge rod off another. Boom, boom, boom. The skill, the talent, the nerves, the shaking hands. Is it coffee? Is it because there's a lot of repair techs in the stream right now and it's like making me a little nervous? Everyone watching me? Is it the headache medication? Who knows? All right, we're at 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Or 3, whatever. Oh no, oh no, oh no, where'd it go, where'd it go? Go back there. Really helps that I have these, boy, I'm gonna talk about Music Man again. Most of my tools are from them. These pliers I have are Unipix pliers, but they shortened them into more like a duckbill, which is great for getting into narrow areas and stuff. It's been awesome. Really helpful here. Squeaks, yeah, sorry, that's my screwdriver. It's squeaky, what can I say? Adam, use the spring hook, you goof. Ow! That spring felt great on my finger. Where it hurt? Wowzer, Bowser. Beans, oh boy, does that hurt. Nope, there it is. All right. Some key guards to take off. Take it out of the stand for that, a little bit easier. Just throw all the keys there around, that's good, Adam. Here we go, folks, we're going. Tennis and ping pong, that's what badminton is? Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm feeling like this is a good run. Okay. Keeping going. Ooh, boy. Right, this one has some tone hole damage we gotta correct. I'll show that in a moment. All right, get back in the stand. Come on. Come on. You may think we're done, but we're not because we still have the neck. The neck. Take the key off that. Okay, double check, did I miss anything? Boom. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 40 seconds. It's a Yamaha. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a little scary. I don't think I'll ever beat that again. I do want to show this here. If we look, see this? Wow. So this is going to be part of the playing condition that we do. That's a pretty good dent there. That's pretty nice. So we're going to do some dent work on this. Look at how green this tone hole is. Can you see the color? Like this is shiny. This is not. It's just green. It's a good thing we're cleaning it up, you know? That'll be good. Oh, you get a really good look at how dirty this is. Wow. All right. There. Well, look at that. Well, beans. That's nice. So, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flush this body and the neck, clean that up. And I still don't have a camera set up yet in the flushing room. I'll do my best to get that set up in the next week or two. I have an idea. I know how I can make it work, I think. But in the meantime, I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment. That's right, everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring!
Hello, hello, hello. Today, I have a Yamaha baritone euphonium. Not sure about the difference. I know there is a difference, but it's a great question what it is. So I already flushed this thing, and what I'm going to show you guys is kind of the valves on this thing, because they're a little different than trumpet valves. You'll notice that, first of all, there's no, you don't put the valve guide inside and the spring inside of the valve. It's actually on top and held on by the valve stem. And when you put it inside of the euphonium, there's a little channel here. There's a little, you have to line up the valve guide with this, what is it called? Lining up the valve guide with the
Sorry?
the
Channel?
channel.
Yeah.
That thing. Yep, I know words, don't worry about it. You have to line the valve guide up with the channel, and then you'll notice that obviously it doesn't have a spring, so it won't come up. So I've got the springs all messed up here. I flushed them with the instrument because they were a little green. So you got to put, when you put the bottom cap on, then you'll put the valve guide, or not the valve guide, the spring in there, and then it'll be able to work. And you kind of have to make sure that when you're screwing this on, that you push it down a little bit so that you know that it's going to stay in there, and so that we don't have it slipping out. Because if you don't have it in there, the valve won't go in, right? But if you, then like you try to force it in there, you can scratch the inside and mess that up and break the valve guide, which is not good, and we don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that you do line it up. So yeah, that's some euphonium baritone stuff, and I just got to put this together. But I also have to do some valve work on it. So we've got some dents and some alignment issues. So I'll use a mandrel here to put in there and kind of straighten that out and take out any dents. But that's kind of, we have to use the mandrel thing over there. So we can't do that on screen, but so that's a little bit about difference between trumpet and euphonium valve guide stuff. And so Now I'm going to show you guys what another project that I was working on. We've talked about this before, and so I want to show you guys now because I finished it. I have the snaxophone. The snaxophone is here. I don't know if you guys can read. It says snaxophone, and I decorated it and painted it, and it's all pretty and nice. And my wonderful grandma came over this past weekend, and she gave me snacks to fill it with. So it's got a bunch of so next I'm going to work on this baritone and finish that. And yeah, I got to put this together, do some valve work before I put it together. But it's pretty much it on this, and I showed you guys the snaxophone, which is really cool. So yeah. Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring! Oh no, my camera went wacky. I forgot to pause it. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Yeah, it's okay. There we go. Dings in the chat for Molly, everyone. Did you show the saxophone case? Oh yeah, shout out to your dad and grandma for stocking that up. Oh, if you've been here, you know the Reese's Sticks. We were talking about candy bars a couple weeks ago, and I got to try one. They brought one for me. It was delicious. It was great. It's like a Reese's wafer thing.
My dad's like it's like a nutty bar with Reese's peanut butter.
Molly said it's like a nutty bar with Reese's. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's very good. Yeah, dings in the chat, everyone. Molly is my repair apprentice intern here. She's learning, working on flutes, getting through that. She's doing great. She does a great job on brass. She's already been checked off on brass, as we call it, and clarinets, all brass, and working on flutes. And then soon, Molly, once you're good at flutes, we'll start looking at saxophones, actual saxophones. So, yeah. But yeah, dings in the chat for Molly. Look at all those dings in the chat for you, Molly. How fun. How fun. All right. Enough about Molly. Just kidding. Yeah, so we have the saxophone. It's cleaned up, flushed. I just like to give it a good little wipe down here as we continue on through. I don't know, under 8 minutes kind of blew me away. I feel like I did something wrong. She is learning a lot, and I'm not a great teacher. She's just a good student. She listens, mostly. What's nice about Molly is when you give her a technique, constructive criticism, she takes it and she does it. And you typically don't need to repeat it. Typically. Keyword typically. She's doing great. All right. Also, I missed it, but bye, Dave. You're not here, but I'm saying bye. So we're going to start reassembling this, and as we go and reassemble it, we're going to clean the keys, of course, and replace pads as we need, and just fix it as we go on this plain condition repair on this. It's like to get in the crevices, that get all the extra water off, get the smudgeons off. So with here, you can kind of see, let's see if we can get in here. See like this red and stuff, right? It's not particularly red rot. I don't think it's going through. But if you don't clean your instrument, if you keep the gunk on there, if corrosion builds up, it eats away at stuff like this. So that's kind of caused by not cleaning it. There's a saying I've been using a lot when trying to talk to customers about repair with woodwinds, especially, that they think most people think you just got to clean it and it'll be fixed. And that's true for brass. Most brass, if you just clean it, it's probably going to fix the issue. But with woodwinds, it's the best analogy I have is if your car has a check engine light on and you go to the car wash to fix it, not going to do anything. It'll look nice, but it still won't play. Now with brass, that's true. Car wash will fix it. With woodwinds, any woodwinds, you gotta pop the hood, as they say. You gotta get in there. You gotta get fixing. But keeping it clean is also super important. Here in Wisconsin, yes, if your car has a check engine light on, you want to go get to the mechanic and get it fixed. But you want to wash off that salt every now and again, because what does it do? It eats away at the bottom of your your car. Mixing my analogies. Kind of the same thing. You want to get all the dirt off because it eats away at the horn. So, yeah. Hey, Don, thanks. It's not mine. I don't remember whose it is, and I apologize, but I'll give credit to you once I know exactly who did it, but it was someone somewhere along the way. Cool. Good job, Adam. Great. All right. So let's go ahead and start cleaning off these keys and reassembling this horn. There we go. We're going to start with the lower stack. And move our way up. Roll full? Roll full? What does that mean, Don? What's roll full? Here we go. Let's see. And that is all part of there. Cool. All right. Do a quick wipe on the pads. Get the gunk off. Cleaning the keys, and we're going to take our tube cleaners, pipe cleaners, and clean out the insides as well. We're not buffing keys or anything on a standard just clean, because tends to need to like replace pads and stuff when you get to buffing, just because the buffing stuff gets on the pads. It's hard to keep it off. You can do it by hand, but this works too. I'm just getting the gunk off here, and then I'll get a different cloth out with some Pledge. That works really well for cleaning. Am I on camera? No, I'm not. Adam, come on. One day I'll be good at this streaming thing. There we go. Oh, got this one too. Forgot. All right. Clean out the tubes. Get the gunk out of there. A lot of grime in there. Ooh, there's a lot of grime. Who should we call when we see grime? Who should we call when we see grime? Grime stoppers.
Grime stoppers.
Gets me every time. And other stuff. Ooh. All right, grime stoppers. Sorry if that was really loud and annoying, but it had to be done. The other stuff there is to really cover our bases. And other stuff. Seth, coming in. Question of the day. Seth is here with the question of the day, everyone. Favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character. We talked about this. I was hoping you'd ask something else. I mean, as much as I knew about Power Rangers last time, I know not a lot about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I know the basics, but there's a lady turtle? No, I didn't know that. You know what I do know? I know you told me. I was hoping, and I told you how I didn't know much about it. Seth, coming in here trying to embarrass me. You know, I'm always scared that I'm going to get challenged on my repair knowledge, not my Saturday morning cartoon knowledge. Probably Casey. I always thought it was just like this cool dude that came in with the hockey mask and his weapon was a hockey stick, right? Isn't that true? Just helping out the turtles, fighting crime. Donatello is usually the one I go for too. I'm thinking like all the video games I used to play, the arcade games. Turtles in Time, I think was one of them. But they have the new one out, Shredder's Revenge. Played that with my son. Very fun game. All right. Chat, what about y'all? Where are you at for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? So as we reassemble the saxophone, I cleaned the tops of the keys, the insides of the keys, cleaned the hinge rod, and cleaned out the posts. So everything's nice and clean now. And we're going to reassemble it. So remember, we're going to put some oil. Stand up and show you. We're going to put a drop of oil on the entrance where the rod will go through on each of these keys so that when the rod goes through, it'll spread the oil nice and nice. Oh, how would I do it on camera? Wow, really off today. So again, I'm just looking for just a drop. Can you see that? Just a drop on the end of it. Drop it in there. Boom. And we'll do that for all of the keys. Okay. We have our rod. Mikey's your favorite? He's the cool dude with an attitude. They all love pizza. That's something I can relate to. I love pizza too. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. All right. So when I showed you the other saxophone, the silver busher, I was doing all that key work and stuff. So we're not going to be focusing so much on that with this repair. Now, if anything's like really bad, of course we're going to take care of it, but come on, friend. Why are you fighting me, friend? What's going on? My friend's fighting me here. Okay. There we go. And we're going to put this together, put a leak light down it, and just see where we're at. And Crime Stoppers, I wonder if we'll find an arch nemesis. Dr. Bad Leak. All right. Oh, you know what? This brought up a memory. Speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when I was much younger, I want to say kindergarten maybe, first grade perhaps. Let's put a leak light down here as I'm talking. So again, we're getting my leak light out. It's awesome leak light that, and I got to do the lightsaber every time. I'm obligated by contract to do so. I remember when my mom and stepdad got together. I was very young. When I first met him, his name was Leo, and I was a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I just called him Blue Guy. That's what I came for. Just, hey, Blue Guy, because Leonardo's the blue. You get it. You get it. All right. Well, first we're going to want to take this down. So we have the adjustment screws on the back that help regulate all of the keys. And I just take them all off. So we are just one pad at a time. See what we got. Focus in here. Let's see. Not bad. At the back. Not bad. All right, so we do have, let's see if we can go right here. You see that? Focus in here. Go all the way down. Actually, it's not. Actually, no. I lied. It's not there. Let's check this pad. Well, geez. Beans, oh boys, we're actually looking pretty good here. I don't know what I was looking at before. I was looking at the screen and I got the pad mixed up here. So I think that's pretty good. So we can actually put the regulation back. The stuff I just undid, but that's okay. I wanted to check. We gotta double check. So tiny adjustments throughout this to make sure the pads are closing together that need to close together. And again, when we're doing these repairs, I always try my darndest to remove all factors that would prevent a pad from sealing, so that I know for a fact that it's sealing. So because each of these, so you can see, each of these interacts with the second key, if this regulation is off between either of these keys, it'll prevent whatever key I'm pushing down from closing. So I take that factor away. I deregulate it, I underregulate it. Yes, underregulate it so that no matter what, the key that it's engaging with will stay open. But I'm not looking at that yet. I'm looking for said key that I'm pressing down, because that's what I'm focusing on. Once that's good, and you know that the key, like they're all sealing, then you bring in the regulations and make sure that they're sealing. And in this case, we have another factor that we have to bring into the fold. A third key, and even a fourth. That's just wacky. But in order to do that, we got to put the other keys on first. So let's get them up. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Trademark, stop it, Adam. Oh, we just got sued for $1 million because I did that. Perfect rendition. All right. So we're going to move up the line, up the ladder here. Clean out our keys. Inside, outside. Upside down. What? Reminder, folks, if this is something you want done on your saxophone, your child's saxophone, or you have a friend that has a saxophone that wants to get fixed, or a neighbor, you can bring it in right now, because guess what? We've got that repair deal going on. 10% off the repair, or a $15 coupon for accessories, both valid on any repair over $100. bring in your repair and get the percentage off, now's the time. We've got capacity for it. And get it done in a fairly quick turnaround time. And while you're here, you'd also be eligible for our customer appreciation going on. So you spend $10 or more, you get one of these. Look at this. Have I talked about these yet? I'm sure I have. Can koozie. Playing music makes life cooler. Gosh, when I heard that, I laughed too hard at it. And everyone judged me. I looked right at Molly when I said that. As she judgingly said, I didn't judge you. Yeah. That's what I said, Molly. You know, yeah. Having a good time. All right, so I'm just cleaning off these keys. We'll clean off the rod, the hinge rod. Upper stack. I think I got all the keys. We'll find out. I don't know. I think I got it. We'll figure it out. Go back to here. That's always a good thing for someone to say, yeah, I think I got it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Good luck to you. All right, so I'm going to oil. Remember, we always clean and oil. Anything you got interacting is metal on metal. You want to make sure you've got, oops, wrong side. Something, a buffer there of some sort. In the case of hinge rods and whatnot, oil is your friend, key oil. All right. All right, gang, let's keep going here, eh? Got to keep her going and keep her good. He said the thing. What'd you just say, Molly? Oh, did she in chat? Missed it. Molly's over there making side comments you guys can't hear. One of these days I'll get a second mic. She's still making comments that no one can hear. The thing that here's the nice thing is if you guys can't hear it, I can pretend and be like, wow, Molly, you said that? You said that I smell? That's mean. You're just a real bully over there. She didn't actually say that. Or I could say things like, oh, she's laughing really hard at the joke I made, which is also typically untrue. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and engage all the key springs. What we got going on here? There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, one more, why not? There we go, all right. So, these keys are a little funky looking. Clean them more. There we go. All right, so before we engage that other key, we had to kind of jump up to the next section here. And that's okay. That's fine. It's all right, everyone. Just keep going. So first we deregulate, because again up here we're working with mechanisms where one key, is this gonna work? One key interacts with more than one key. So I'm gonna take factors out so that I know that the pads I'm working on are sealing, or if they're not, I can find out exactly why. Okay? Let's take a look here. Wow. They're sealing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Take a look, everyone. Oh, you see it back there? Back here? See? See the light peeking through? Right there. When I push down, it goes away. See it? It's hard to see. We got a leak, everyone. We've got a leak. We've got a leak, and what do we say to leaks? What do we say to leaks, everyone? When we say a leak, we say... Bad leak, go away. And we will. Something I like to do here is I will actually over-regulate the key so that you can see here now on purpose, bring it down here close, on purpose it's the key that I'm pushing isn't closing. Cameron, what's up, brother? So that I can kind of get a little leverage on there. Otherwise, I'll use my hands, but with a cloth or a piece of leather or something. But I find that sometimes I like to just do this. So I'll get my Music Medic. Wow, again, heat torch. All this free advertising. I gotta stop saying what tools I'm using. I'm gonna heat up the pad. I'm gonna push down. I'm gonna get my pad slick and try to negotiate that pad around a little bit and get it to seal on the back. Easy as pie. Easy as pie? Is that a thing people say? Okay. I gotta check, you know. Every now and again I say things and I'm like, what? Good morning, Devil Toad. Okay, there we go. All right, we got it. Dr. Badley, get out of here. There we go. So I've heated it up and the glue gets to, it's solid and goes to a more liquid form, which allows me to move the pad a little bit. And then as it's cooling, I like to just put just a little bit of pressure on it, make sure that it stays where it needs to stay. And once it gets to its hardened state, where it's not moving anymore, usually I can touch it at that point, then I can go ahead and continue on with my day of regulating and making sure everything is sitting together. There. Oh, Dr. Badleak. Dr. Badleak made an appearance and quickly disappeared. Dr. Badleak. You'll find me again somewhere else on this. Put me on as you're an engineer today. Wow. Cool. Thanks for joining. I am totally fine being background. Still counts as a view. Just kidding, that's just a joke. Just joking around. All right, nice. You know, I thought Dr. Badleak would make more of an appearance here on this horn, but so far, not impressed, Dr. Badleak. Not your best work. Don't worry, I shall appear somewhere. All right, so now we were working down on the lower stack. We had to go shift up to the upper stack because two of those keys, if we look here, this interacts with two more keys. So in order to do that, we had to pause, get the upper stack going, and while we were up there, we just went ahead and got everything regulated and sealing, but now we can go back down and work on our regulation here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we get a good picture? Look back there. See back here? See that light? Hello. I heard you were trying to seal this pad. It'd be a terrible thing if Dr. Badleak showed up. That one I think is my favorite. Dr. Badleak showing up. Actually, I think this is one of the pads I'm going to replace. So I'm going to go ahead and actually pull that pad out and put a new one in, and we'll get it sealed and go from there. I know, Dr. Badley keeps coming back, but don't worry, the Grime Stoppers are here to stop him. You know, when I say it, sometimes I'm like, why? Why? Dr. Badley, Grime Stoppers? Really? Badly, go away? Yep. It's just like, why is that what I came up with? But you just kind of go, wow, Adam. And you think this is cool, Adam? You think this is fun to watch? All right. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shortcut here. So I'm going to pull this pad out while it's on the horn. Ooh, pretty cool. So I'm going to heat up the pad, the cup, and then I put pressure on the pad underneath the resonator. It'll pop right out. And we'll clean up the glue and put a new pad in there. I'm going to stand for this. I'm not going to stand, I am going to stand for this. Dr. Badley's like, no, please, no. My plans, all my years in evil medical school to become Dr. Badley, thwarted by a bunch of teenagers. That's the Grime Stopper lore right there. All right, we got the pad out. So Kathy just walked by as I was saying that, and she was like, what are you talking about? So more proof that whatever I'm talking about just doesn't make sense. And it's one of those you had to be there. Except that you had to be there is at every stream for the last. Y'all, this is stream 17. That blows my mind. Yeah, Cameron, it's the Saturday morning cartoon thing. You're right, brother. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. I miss Saturday. You know what? Here I am. I'm off camera. I'm over here ranting about how Saturday morning cartoons was foundational to me, and I miss them. Why can't we get them back? Who do I got to call? Who do I got to call? Call your senator. Call the CEO of Kids WB, that was a big one, Animaniacs, right? Remember those three goobers? That was fun. Pinky and the Brain, like bring them back. What else was there? I want Saturday morning cartoons back. That's what I want. And we're starting with Thursday morning streams. Wow, I really went on a rant there. I apologize, everyone. All right, we're going to make sure this pad fits. Make sure I got the right one. There we go. Captain Planet, Cameron. That's a good pull. Wow, Captain Planet. He's our hero. He's going to take pollution down to 0. I can't believe I remembered that much of that song. Captain Planet, he's our hero, gonna take pollution down to 0. And that's all I remember. With your powers combined, I'm Captain Planet. Earth, fire, wind, water, and then heart. Molly loves the answer every time. So anyways, back to repair. So I'm putting the glue on this pad. Again, I'm just heating up the glue stick, spreading it on the back of this pad, trying to get as even as possible as I'm distracted by Saturday morning cartoons. See, the Grime Stoppers is kind of like a combo of Power Rangers, and then in my mind, there's a bit of Captain Planet in there. Like ours are like heat, hammers, glue, getting burned, and heart. Oil, heart. With your powers combined, I'm Captain Repairman, man. Oh, she's writing it down. You don't have to write that one down, Molly. You know, not everything's a hit. Sometimes you just throw spaghetti at the wall and it don't stick. I feel like this stream is a lot of spaghetti. And it's like, man, what are you doing? Wasting all that spaghetti. So I put the pad in, I'm heating up the key cup, and I'm just giving it a little bit of pressure. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's still around though. Is it different? All right, I want to get out a tool, so I'm going to. So there. So there. What a mess this drawer is. Let's see, I think I want this one. There, I want this one. Okay. So I've got a saxophone pad slick. Look at that, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna heat up that cup again, and I actually wanna just give this pad a little twist. Nope, I want a bigger one than that. Give it a little twist. Twist and shout. Wow, I am just wild today. What is my problem? Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a little twist, spread that a little bit better, move it around. Get my air torch, heat it up. All right, there we go, a little twist. I am Fred. I could ask guy, yeah. I'll be a guest appearance. What's up, Jeeves? Good morning. Oh, not quite there yet. Got a little leak in the back. Dr. Bad Leak. Thought you'd get rid of me with a new pad. Well, too bad for you. I'm still here. Don't worry, Dr. Bad Leak. You think you could come and ruin our prom? Huh, no way. Because we're a teenage crime fighting group called the Crime Stoppers. Like the Power Rangers. There we go. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a second. Why did I say prom? Why did I instantly go to prom?
That was my question.
Why prom?
I mean, I didn't question you on it. Sure
You wanted to. I did it to myself. I don't know. It just seems like a very... Like if you're going to have a TV show and like the big bad comes and... It's obviously like it's a teenage crime fighting group. And why is it a teenage crime fighting group? I'm definitely not a teenager.
I was gonna say,
It's all part of the thing. Would that be... What? No, it's either... Would that identify with the kids if it was a crime fighting group that was late 30s, early 40s? Dr. Badleak, I'm coming for you, but just after my pain meds for my back kick in. I gotta stretch really good, otherwise I'm gonna pull a muscle. What is it, past 4? Well, I can't, I gotta go eat dinner.
it's like when the Powerpuff Girls got grounded.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
All right, now we're good. So now, we gotta come back off that a little bit. So unscrew it. Pad's a little thicker than the old one. Let's see. It's the prom because it's season 1 finale time. Exactly, Cameron. Season 1 finale is always at prom. What would the equivalent be for late 30s, early 40s? The big presentation, the big.
Gala.
You think we go to galas? Molly said a gala.
Not like that. We're not that important.
Yeah, we don't go to galas.
That'd be so funny though.
pretty good. I think we got that. I'm liking that. But let's go ahead and one more up. Oh, wow. Time flies. We're almost done here. So we'll get this regulated and all right. A little bit more regulation to do, but overall, that's feeling pretty good. Well, gang, I think that'll be it for today. Oh, everyone take a stretch break. Stretch out your neck. Wow, look at the camera just following me as I stretch my neck. Sorry. Yeah, Scott, that's what I'm thinking. It's like I want to see the Power Rangers all grown up. Red Ranger's coming out. He's got a big cup of coffee and he's really tired. Anyways. All right, folks, thanks again for joining. Hey, again, a reminder, those of you close to any of the Heid Music locations, we got the great spring, summer cleanup. What's the name of it? I forgot the name of it. Our repair promo. Spruce up your sound with Heid Music. 10% off your repair. Anything over $100, up to $100 off. You can get on any repair on a band instrument or $15 coupon for any accessories you want. So it's a pretty good deal. Now is the time to do so. And while you're in, customer appreciation, which we love you. Love you all. Everyone here in the chat, thanks for coming. I appreciate every one of you. If you come in, buy $10 or more, spend $10 or more, you get some cool stuff like, again, this awesome koozie. Playing music makes life cooler. You get it, Molly? Yeah, okay. I got other stuff here too I want to show you. This tote that I use all the time, like I said, this huge tote. Look at that. You can get one of these. And I use this, again, this is when I'm going to Aldi's or something. This is in the back of the car, putting the groceries in it. It's great. And then we also have this cooler bag you can get too. I use this when we're traveling, like going to the beach. Going up north, you got some cool stuff in there. Could be a lunch bag. My wife was just talking this morning, because she might have a new job. She's excited. She's like, I need a new lunchbox. She's like, wait a second, I can just bring the Heid Music cooler bag as my lunchbox. I'm like, heck yeah, you can. Thing's durable, it's big, it's perfect, looks great. It's got the cool classic Heid Music thing on there. Throw in a koozie, put it all in your Heid Music tote, you're good to go. Yeah, the vintage logo, I love it. But anyways, all that happening right now, month of May. Check it out, come stop by. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by this stream. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you all for coming. Molly, you have anything to say? What? I'm not going to say that on mic. Molly. Geez, she didn't actually say anything. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming. And as I always say, keep her going and keep her good. We'll see you next Thursday.
Let us help you find your